night unfolds its cover, shadows drift away. Every star is glowing, guiding where I stay. I rise where silence leads. The sky fulfills my needs. Across the stars, wide and free, endless light surrounding me. Calm is shining, pure and far. Every thought becomes a Moonlight softly lingers, silver through the air. Every breath is brighter, peace is everywhere. I rise where silence leads. The sky fulfills my needs. Across the stars, wide and free, endless light surrounding me. Calm is shining, pure and far. Every thought becomes a star. Dreams are drifting higher, floating into space. Every sound is fading. Time has lost its place. I rise where silence leads. The stillness plants the seeds. Across the stars, wide and free, endless light surrounding me. Calm is shining, pure and far. Every thought becomes a I walk into the bathroom, but I don't turn on the main light. Just the lonely quiet light, looking cut through the dark night. I look into the mirror, the glass is cold and clear. It shows me all the honest things that I've been running from this year. There's no makeup to conceal it, no smile to make a disguise. Just a simple, heavy truth reflected in my tired eyes. Is the reflected truth, and it can't be washed away. The silent, heavy burden that I try to hide all day. I see the honest fear, the unsent messages I wrote, the complicated feeling that is caught up in my throat. Yeah, the reflected truth, it demands I stay and stare at the lonely, simple damage that the daylight couldn't bear. I wish the image would just lie, would offer me a soft excuse, but the clarity is cutting and the vision is profuse. It shows me all the moments where I should have stood up tall, the silent small defeats that led up to the final fall. I try to touch the person that is staring back at me, a fragile, quiet stranger that the world will never see. It's the reflected truth, it can't be washed away. The silent, heavy burden that I try to hide all day. I see the honest fear, the unsent messages I wrote, complicated feeling that is caught up in my throat. Yeah, the reflected truth, it demands I stay and stay at the lonely, simple damage that the daylight couldn't bear. I know the sun will rise and demand a loud display, that I'll have to put the mask on and confront the coming day. But for this one final hour, I will let the shadows sing. I'll file away the memory of the thoughts I let myself think. I let the silence hold the image, let the mirror do its best, before the morning finds me putting feelings to the final test. Don't need a loud confession, don't need a final word, just a gentle, quiet wisdom that the glass has finally heard. I'll let the honest feelings finally settle and subside, the only place for secrets where the shadows cannot hide. The light goes out, the reflection fades, the truth remains in the silence of the dark. I thought I closed the window on the noise of yesterday, but there's a certain feeling that refuses to go away. It's a low-grade evaporation, a subtle heavy air, a complicated fragrance that my mind begins to share. I get up in the darkness, trying to find the source of this quiet, sharp aroma that is running its slow course. It's the scent of doubt, and it lingers in the low light, the sharp metallic feeling of the quiet, long night. I can't put my finger on the reason it is here, but it fills the empty spaces with a complicated fear. the small insistent worries that the daylight couldn't hide. I light a simple candle, hoping it can override the truth that is too honest for the senses to confide. But the subtle dark pollution just refuses to be less. The quiet, sharp remainder of my final lost caress. It's the scent of doubt, and it lingers in the low light. The sharp metallic feeling of the quiet, long night. I can't put my finger on the reason it is here, but it fills the empty spaces with a complicated fear. Yeah, the sin of doubt, it demands I stay away. For every tiny honest whisper that the silence has to make. I know the morning sun will air the heavy feeling out, but I need this final moment to be honest about the doubt. I'll let the air run slowly, I'll let the darkness win the game, accepting that the feeling is a part of my lonely name. I'll file away the memory of the fragrance that I found, the sharp, intense reminder that the truth is all around. Don't need a final answer, don't need a single word, just the gentle, slow acceptance of the lesson I have learned. I'll let the essence settle, I'll let the feeling finally cease. A quiet, soft surrender that finally brings me peace. Oh, the scent fades, the air is clean. The doubt rests, and the moment is finally serene. I know the hour's late now, the moon is getting low. I feel the velvet curtain where the quiet waters flow, but my mind is on the threshold, refusing to let go of the soft, sweet understanding that only dreams can show. I hold my breath and listen, hoping that I'm near the only place the shadows do not whisper any fear. I'm standing on the dream's edge, and I'm afraid to fall, 'cause the waking is the moment I won't answer any call. I need this quiet illusion where the truth is finally kind, leaving all the heavy sorrow of the things I left behind. Yeah, the dream's edge demanding me to finally choose the simple, quiet promise that I desperately can't lose. I search the fading vision for your face that's soft and true, the gentle, simple solace of the things we used to do. I feel the quiet, clear conviction where the sorrow starts to hide. I'm standing on the dream's edge, and I'm afraid to fall, 'cause the waking is the moment I won't answer any call. I need this quiet illusion where the truth is finally kind, leaving all the heavy sorrow of the things I left behind. Yeah, the dreams, demanding me to finally choose the simple, quiet promise that I desperately can't lose. I know the morning's calling, pulling me to stand up tall, but the soft weight of the darkness holds me back before I fall. I file away the questions, the longing and the stress, and focus on the simple things that bring my happiness. I accept this quiet battle, this devotion to the dark, the gentle, simple compass that is finally hit its mark. The transit, don't let me wake up now, just a minute more, and you'll find all I'm found. I try to follow one straight line, but the needle starts to spin, looking for the final border of the trouble I am in. The four walls of this bedroom are the only world I know, and the direction I should take, the shadows refuse to show. I check the old coordinates, the numbers that were true, but the map I started walking is no longer showing you. It's the broken compass, and the night is pulling north. Every single step I take is pushing me back forward. I can't tell the difference between the wrong and the right way. I'm just waiting for the daylight to finally save the day. Yeah, the broken compass, it demands I stay awake until the final single truth is finally yours to take. I wish I had the wisdom of the simple, quiet stars, to know the destination that is hidden behind the bars of all the heavy questions that the silence loves to ask. I'm struggling for the answer underneath this heavy task. I try to set a new course, try to find a steady pace, but the air is thick with doubt in this quiet, lonely space. It's the broken compass, and the night is pulling north. Every single step I take is pushing me back forward. I can't tell the difference between the wrong and the right way. I'm just waiting for the daylight to finally save the day. Yeah, the It's the gentle, slow acceptance that I'm lost inside this land. I'll let the needle spin now until the chaos finally ends. A quiet, soft surrender that the silence comprehends. Ooh, the compass is still spinning. The journey into sleep begins without a map. Hey. The last light of the evening finally closed its heavy door. The city went to silence, wanting nothing left and more. I thought the conversation was completely said and done. A simple, slow surrender, a quiet battle that I won. But there's a funny residue that's lingering on my tongue, a heavy, sweet reminder of the words that you had sung. Is the aftertaste, and I can't wash it from my mind. A heavy, sweet confession that the morning leaves behind. I can't put the glass down, I can't let the flavor go. A final quiet signal of the chronic signal of the things I need to know. Yeah, the aftertaste, it's the truth I can't deny. A subtle, slow erosion underneath the lonely sky. I turn the pillow over, try to find the clean, cool side, hoping that the fresh air can protect me from the tide of all the heavy sweetness that refuses to be less. The quiet, sharp sensation of my final lost caress. I wish I could dilute it with a simple, honest thought, but the flavor is too strong. The lesson finally caught is the aftertaste, and I can't wash it from my mind. A heavy, sweet confession that morning leaves behind. I can't put the glass down, I can't let the flavor go. A final quiet signal of the things I need to know. Yeah, the aftertaste, it's the truth I can't deny. A subtle, slow erosion underneath the lonely sky. I know the morning will demand a final, clear-cut break, but the memory of the flavor is the one thing I must take. I'll savor the last moment, the bitter and the sweet, the complicated message of my simple, lone defeat. I'll let the shadows settle, let the darkness finally spin, knowing that the deepest truth is always found within. Don't need a final answer, don't need a final call, just the lingering sensation that is pressing on the wall. I'll let the subtle flavor of the silence pleasure that the empty moments bring in. The aftertaste fades, the tongue is clean, the mind is quiet, the moment is serene. I'm staring at the ceiling and the numbers start to spin, trying to find the total of the places I have been. This is the final column, the last chance for the test, to find the simple answer that will finally bring me rest. I write down all the variables, the things I can't control, searching for the formula to finally save my soul. It's the midnight equation, and the sun won't finally balance, adding up the damage, subtracting the silences. I'm stuck in the division of the past to be, looking for the logic that will set the real me free. Yeah, the midnight equation, it lasts until the light. Complicated problem that I can't get wrong tonight. The constants are the errors that I made along the way, the simple, quiet failures that keep haunting me today. I try to carry over the forgiveness that I seek, but the weight of the confession is too heavy and too weak. The multiplication of the doubts begins to fill the space, and I'm lost inside the margins of this lonely, quiet race. It's the midnight equation, and the sun won't finally balance, adding up the damage, subtracting the silences. I'm stuck in the division of the past and be, looking for the logic that will set the real me free. Yeah, the midnight equation, it lasts until the light. Complicated problem that I can't get wrong tonight. I crumple up the paper and I throw it on the floor, realizing that the answer isn't something to ignore. The solution isn't logical, it's not a simple one. It's letting go the math that the heavy day is fun. I'll stop the calculation, I'll put the pen down slow, and let the simple emptiness be the only thing I know. Don't need a final proof now, don't need the final score. I need the soft conclusion that I haven't seen before. I'll let the numbers fade out, I'll let the logic rest, accepting that the feeling is the final, honest test. Ooh, midnight equation, finally solved, letting all the complex feelings be dissolved.
comes with sleepless air. Each sound a thought that finds me there. The city moves beneath my floor, like hearts that try, then want no more. I trace the outlines in my mind, the words I left of time unkind. The silence means it doesn't fade. It feels like something gently stayed. These are the nights never end, never end. They just listen, they just laugh. They hold the weight of what was true and breathe in echoes left by you. I see the glow from someone's screen, their world alive while mine between. A song repeats, I let it play, as if it knew what I can't say. The air feels thick with what remains, soft ghosts of warmth inside my veins. Each shadow moves like something real, reminding me how hearts can heal. These are the nights that rise. They just listen, they just last. They hold the weight of what was true and breathe in echoes left by you. Sometimes I talk into the dark, a quiet name, a fading spark. It answers back in subtle ways through old reflections. Time decays, I breathe in all the noise turns clear. The ache becomes a souvenir. There's peace in what the dark reveals, a truth the daylight never feels. And when the dawn begins to climb, the thoughts fall still. The world finds time, the night retreats, but leaves behind a softer edge within my mind. Each sleepless hour learns to stay as part of what I am today. The heart forgives, it starts to trust in nights that never ask too much. They don't demand, they simply bask. They hum of loss, but hum of grace, and leave their calm across my face. That never ask, they don't demand, they simply back. They hum of loss, but hum of grace, and leave their calm across my face.
ceiling glows, a quiet scream. Your shadow moves where you have been. The night is kind, but won't erase the thoughts that linger in your place. I count the heartbeats through the air, each one a truth I can't repair. The dark feels close, it doesn't sleep. It holds the words I couldn't keep. I'm too awake to dream tonight, caught between the wrongs and right. Your voice still drifts through every scene. I'm too awake to let it dream. The city breathes a softer sound, like footsteps lost but still around. The moonlight paints the floor in gray, a map of all that slipped away. I reach for calm but find a spark, a glow that burns inside the dark. It feels like sleep, but just in part, a fading film across my heart. I'm too awake to dream tonight, caught between the wrongs and right. Your voice still drifts through every scene. I'm too awake to let it dream. I'm too awake to dream tonight, caught between the wrongs and right. Your voice still drifts through every scene. I'm too awake to let it dream. Somewhere silence hums in tune, a half-remember afternoon. I close my eyes to find your face, but dreams can't hold what time replaced. The sheets still breathe your gentle heat, a warmth that memory repeats. Each thought begins where you had been and ends before the sleep sets in. The morning creeps, the sky turns pale, the night retreats, it's quiet, frail. I never found that space between, where hearts can rest and still be seen. But maybe waking is enough to hold the ache, to call it love. And though the dream refused to start, it lives awake inside my heart. I'm too awake to dream tonight. The stars feel close, the world feels right. If dreaming means you fade from me, I'll stay awake and let it be. Yeah. Coffee's bitter in this cup, the sugar's all run out. The neon sign is flickering, full of worry, full of doubt. And the rain is drawing pictures on the window, soft and slow. Another lonely traveler with nowhere left to go. And I'm just sitting in this booth here, pretending that I'm fine. Just another broken story on this long and lonely line. And we're all just lonely people in this all-night diner scene, hiding from the memories of what we might have been. Yeah, we're all just lonely people, running from the dark, hoping that this moment will just go on and on and on. A beautiful collection of the sad and the unseen. There's a waitress and she's smiling, but her eyes are far away. She's already living in the memory of today. And the man across the room is reading yesterday's old news, paying for a moment's peace by paying for his dues. And we don't say a word, no, we don't even make a sound. The most connected strangers in this whole and sleepy town. And we're all just lonely people in this all-night diner scene, hiding from the memories of what we might have been. Yeah, we're all just lonely people, running from the dawn, hoping that this moment will just go on and on and on. A beautiful collection of the sad and the unseen. And I see myself in everyone, a stranger and a friend, on a journey with a broken heart that's never gonna mend. Or maybe that's the beauty, or maybe that's the art of taking all the broken pieces of a complicated heart and just sitting with them quietly until the night is through, and pretending that this coffee is a stand-in love for you. And we're all just lonely people in this all-night diner scene, hiding from the memories of what we might have been. Yeah, we're all just lonely people, running from the dawn, hoping that this moment will just go on and on and on. A beautiful collection of the sad and the unseen. In this all-night diner, the sad and the unseen. Running from the dawn.
I thought the room was empty, the witnesses were few, but the reflection in the window knows the things I couldn't do. I pulled the heavy curtain, trying hard to block the sight. of the final honest moment that arrives with the dark night. Whoa, I whisper to the shadow of the secret I must keep, a gentle, painful burden that refuses me to sleep. It's the velvet confession, spoken only to the air, the fragile, hidden sentence that the day couldn't dare to share. I'm letting go the striving for the version built online, finding all the simple truth in the quiet of my eyes. Yeah, the velvet confession, a statement soft and slow, a statement, the heavy final knowledge of the things I need to know. I search the empty corners for the strength to stand up tall, but the soft, sweet failure is what finally makes me fall. The quiet understands now. The terms are finally clear. The consequence of holding all the damage in my fear. Oh, I tried to write the ending where the victory was mine, but the plot required honesty on this lonely fading line. Is the velvet confession, spoken only to the air, the fragile hidden sentence that the day couldn't dare to share. I'm letting go the striving for the version built on lies, finding all the simple truth in the quiet of my eyes. Yeah, the velvet confession, a statement soft and slow, a statement, the heavy final knowledge of the things I need to know. I know the morning calls now, demanding me to rise, to put the perfect armor on behind the soft disguises. But the truth is in the fabric, the softness and the deep, the gentle, simple solace that the darkness helps me keep. I sign off on the silence, accepting the soft defeat, the final quiet comfort of a life that is completed. Velvet confession, the The silence in the hours is demanding me to face the simple, quiet structure of this solitary place. I thought the rules were spoken, written out for all to see, but the one that truly matters is the one that lives in me. It's a whisper in the darkness, a code I have to keep, a private heavy contract that refuses me to sleep. It's the unwritten rule, and the law is getting clear. The simple, sure conviction that eradicates the fear. I'm letting go the striving for the praise I couldn't earn, accepting all the lessons that my weary soul must learn. Yeah, the unwritten rule, it demands I stay inside, where every single answer has nowhere left to hide. I tried to break the silence, I tried to skip the test, believing all the compromises could finally bring me rest. But the internal compass only pointed to the ground, where the painful, simple logic of the truth could be found. I look for the exception, the way I could cheat the call, but the consequence is heavy, and the rule applies to all. It's the unwritten rule, and the law is getting clear. The simple, sure conviction that eradicates the fear. Letting go the striving for the praise I couldn't earn, accepting all the lessons that my weary soul must learn. The unwritten rule, it demands I stay inside, where every single answer has nowhere left to hide. Oh, I feel the final burden of the knowledge that is mine, the weight of the true knowing on this single fading line. I don't need a loud decree now, or a witness to the claim, just a quiet, sure acceptance that the future is the same. I file away the urgency of trying hard to be excused, the simple, heavy freedom that I finally haven't lost. The rule holds. The internal law is final. The still It's getting heavy and my thoughts are getting loud. Another lonely soldier in a sad and sleeping crowd. And I'm tired of the echo in this quiet, empty room. A garden full of worry that will only ever bloom. So I'm reaching for the only cure, the only thing I know, to start a quiet movie, to start a private show. And then I put my headphones on, and the whole world melts away. The closing of a long, complicated, tired day. Yeah, I put my headphones on, and I'm in my own design, a universe created for this weary heart of mine. And for a little while, I finally feel like I'm okay. And the bass becomes my heartbeat, and the hi-hats are the rain, and the singers telling stories about my pleasure and my pain. And the piano keys are memories that I had locked away. Everything I couldn't say, I'm finally free to say, 'cause no one else can hear it. No, this concert is for one. From the moment that it started till the moment it is done. And then I put my headphones on, and the whole world melts away. The closing of a long and complicated, tired day. Yeah, I put my headphones on, and I'm in my own design, a universe created for this weary heart of mine. And for a little while, I finally feel like I'm okay. And in this headphone bubble, I can finally be the king of a beautiful, sad kingdom where the lonely angels sing. And the problems of the daytime seem so small and far away, just the ghosts of conversations from a distant yesterday. This is my medication, this is my own sacred art, the only thing that's capable of healing my own heart. And then I put my headphones on, and the whole world melts away. The closing of a long and complicated, tired day. Yeah, I put my headphones on, and I'm in my own design, a universe created for this weary heart of mine. And for a little while, I finally feel like I'm okay. My headphones on. Ooh, the world just melts away. I'm okay in my own getting heavy, so I stepped out for some air. Out here on this concrete ledge, like I don't have a single care. The city is a sleeping giant, breathing soft and low, and the wind is telling secrets that only I can know. 'Cause everyone's in dreamland, they are safe and they are sound, and I'm the lonely watchman for this whole and sleeping town. And I'm just standing on the balcony, watching the world breathe slow. A million little stories in the windows down below. I'm just standing on the balcony in the cool and quiet haze, and for a single perfect moment I am lost inside this maze of the beautiful sad city that I love, and that I know. A single car is painting lines of red across the black, a lonely traveler heading somewhere that they can't turn back. And a distant siren's crying a sad and soulful tune underneath the watchful eye of the tired silver moon. And I wonder who's awake right now, and if they feel it too. This quiet kind of loneliness, so beautiful and new. And I'm just standing on a balcony, playing it slow. A million little stories in the windows down below. Yeah, I'm just standing on the balcony in a cool and quiet haze, and for a single perfect moment I am lost inside this maze of the beautiful sad city that I love. That I know. And it makes my troubles small from this high and distant view. All the stupid little battles that I'm trying to get through, they just seem to fade away. They just seem to lose their sight when you see the giant universe that's hiding in the sky. This is my cathedral, and this is my own prayer, just breathing in the quiet of the cold and honest air. And I'm just standing on the balcony, watching the world breathe slow. A million little stories in the windows down below. I'm just standing on the balcony in the cool and quiet haze, and for a single perfect moment I am lost inside this maze of the beautiful sad city that I love. On the balcony, watching the world breathe slow. a first faint in a blue, but I don't wanna break the perfect spell with you. This silent room is the only place I can breathe. A quiet, slow rebellion in the life I have to weave. The sheets are getting heavy, but my mind is wide and free, and I'm just stealing moments that belong entirely to me. Gotta fight the eyelids, gotta keep the screen lit low, just 1 hour more before the world begins to go. I'm addicted to this quiet, this peaceful state of mind, leaving all the urgent worries permanently behind. Yeah, one more before the alarm clock rings. The only time of solitude is where my spirit sings. I'm listening to the silence of the rest of the sleepy town. No traffic on the pavement, no voices floating down. It's the only chance I get to process what I feel, to tell the heavy, honest truths that the daylight will conceal. I could close my eyes right now, but I know what I would lose. This sacred final freedom that I consciously refuse. Gotta fight the eyelids, gotta keep the screen lit low, just 1 hour more before the world begins to go. I'm addicted to this quiet, this peaceful state of mind, leaving all the urgent worries permanently behind. Yeah, just 1 hour more before the alarm clock rings. The only time of solitude is where my spirit sings. Oh, I feel the morning energy starting to creep inside, a warning that the person that I am needs to subside. So I take a mental snapshot of the stillness that I found before the heavy footsteps start to echo on the ground. I'm storing up the silence like a fuel I'll need to burn, a memory of the comfort that the morning must unlearn. Don't rush me to the daylight, don't tell me it's okay. I need this quiet moment to watch the heavy day. I'll pay the price of tiredness, I'll deal with being slow, but this 1 hour more is the only way I know. 1 hour more, just a little bit of quiet, letting the whole frantic world deny it. But the picture on the wall is not the moment that will last. The water in the window, it bends the heavy light, distorting every shadow in the silence of the night. I'm looking for the simple truth, the shape I used to know, but the distance is too heavy, and the figures start to flow. It's the refraction, the breaking of the line. Every single honest thought is something I can't define. The meaning is distorted, and the colors start to bleed. A quiet, slow reminder of a final urge you need. Yeah, the refraction, it demands a final perfect gaze before the morning finds me lost inside the lonely maze. I try to follow one beam to the place where it began, but the path is ever changing, part of a confusing plan. The answers that I swore were solid now are soft and wide and deep. The only honest moments are the promises I keep. I close my eyes and try to find the focus that I lack, but the world is an illusion that I cannot send right back. It's the refraction, the breaking of the line. Every single honest thought is something I can't define. The meaning is distorted, and the colors start to bleed. A quiet, slow reminder of a final urge you need. Yeah, the refraction, it demands a final perfect gaze before the morning finds me lost inside the lonely maze. Ooh, I know the sun will fix it, will demand a single shade, but the honesty is hidden in the shadows I can't escape. I'll let the light be broken, I'll let the truth divide. The final quiet comfort that the shadows cannot hide. I sign off on the damage, on the bending of the rules, accepting that the answers are not built on simple tools. Don't need a single vision, don't need a perfect view, just a gentle, slow acceptance of the truth that I run through. I'll let the pieces scatter, I'll let the shadows fall. The quiet, slow surrender that finally solves it all. The dark remains. Let the morning reveal what is real. This room is a vessel, it's floating through time, between the last reason and the next rhyme. The ghost of the person I used to be is sitting here quietly, talking to me. And I'm staring at the blueprint of my own soul, the pieces that are broken, the parts that are whole, in In the quiet of midnight, it's easy to see the man that I was and the man I could be. There's a faded pencil line of a youthful mistake, a coffee cup stain from a heart that could break, a folded up corner, a tear in the page, a beautiful, innocent, confident day. And I'm staring at the blueprint of my own soul, the pieces that are broken, the parts that are whole. In the quiet of midnight, it's easy to see the man that I was and the man I could be. And then there's the white space, the room left to draw, the chances to take, and to break my own law. The person I'm building, the promise I'll make for my own future, self's precious sake. And I'm not ashamed of the lines that are blurred, of the hesitant whisper, the unspoken word, 'cause it all comes together, the dark and the light, to make me the person I am here tonight. And I'm staring at the blueprint of my own soul, the pieces that are broken, the parts that are whole. In the quiet of midnight, it's easy to see the man that I was and the man I could be. Clock is past the midnight mark, the witnesses are gone. Just a heavy, silent verdict of the things that I've done wrong. I pace across the carpet, rehearsing every plea, trying to find the angle that will finally set me free. The facts are stacked against me, the evidence is strong, and I need a perfect version where I truly belong. I'm looking for my personal alibi, whisper to the glass, the single honest reason why I let the good things pass. soul to sleep. The jury in my mind now is ready for the call. I watch the shadows lengthen, waiting for the final fall. I rearrange the memories, I edit every scene, searching for the moment where my spirit stayed clean. The silence is the courtroom, the low light is the bar, and I am fighting hard now just to prove who I really are. Whisper to the glass, whisper to the glass, the single honest reason why I let the good things pass. I need a full confession, that won't ever see the light, a self-convincing fiction to survive the lonely night. Oh yeah, my personal alibi, a story I can keep to finally fool the silence and allow my soul to sleep. Yeah. I try to bribe the silence with the promises I make, that I will change the pattern for the honest final say. But the verdict is still pending. The judge is in my head, repeating every single word that I should have left unsaid. Oh, I close the final file now, accepting the hard fact that the only perfect version is the one I can't get back. My alibi is finished, the confession is signed. Now the quiet can begin. The day is a book that I just finished reading, a chaotic story of wanting and needing. The plot was so tangled, the pace was so fast, a feeling you know is too frantic to last. So I'm doing a quiet accounting tonight, in the patient, gentle, and pale blue light. I'm not counting the losses, I'm not counting the cost, just the glimmers of gold that I thought I had lost. There was a kindness I saw in a stranger's quick glance, the private and silent slow dance of the leaves in the wind.
sheet shows that I'm richer, you see, than the tired and the worried new version of me. I thought just an hour, maybe two, passed on a feeling of failure that was never miscast. And it's not about winning, it's not a grand prize, it's just seeing the world through a new set of eyes. It's a promise I'm making to my future self, to take all the good moments right off of the shelf. So I'm doing a quiet accounting tonight, in the patient and gentle and pale blue light. I'm not counting the losses, I'm not counting the cost, just the glimmers of gold that I thought I had lost on. I built a wall of perfect, simple white. I swore I wouldn't crack beneath the fading light. The pressure was just steady, smooth, and even now, refusing all the sorrow that the memories allow. I thought I locked the feelings in a chamber cold and deep, a careful, quiet structure that the sleeping soul could keep. But I feel the ice fracture and the water starts to run, the breaking of the promise that I finally thought was won. I hear the gentle splintering, a truth I can't ignore, the quiet, sharp confession that I haven't heard before. Yeah, the ice fracture, it demands I stay awake to watch the simple boundaries that the silence starts to break. I used to need the control, the method and the pace, a perfect cold geometry to cover up the trace. But the warmth of the real feeling is finally pushing through. A simple, honest current that is clean and sharp and new. I file away the urgency of trying hard to hold it all, and let the quiet momentum finally trigger the fall. But I feel the ice fracture and the water starts to run, the breaking of the promise that I finally thought was won. I hear the gentle splintering, a truth I can't ignore, the quiet, sharp confession that I haven't heard before. Yeah, the ice fracture, it demands I stay awake to watch the simple boundaries that the silence starts to break. I see the clear division of the person I have been, yeah, and the honest, simple freedom where the healing can begin. I welcome the cold current, the truth is finally raw. Letting go the struggle for the simple, silent law. I accept the simple damage that the sudden breaking made. The perfect, honest knowledge of the choice that I delayed. The ice breaks, the surface cracks, the cold water flows, the honesty comes back. Thermostat is lying, telling me the temperature is fine, but the chill inside the silence is a feeling that is mine. The blanket is too heavy, but the air is sharp and cool, and every single movement is a break of the golden rule. My skin is getting fragile, like a thin flake of glaze. I'm just waiting for the daylight to deliver better days. Is the porcelain skin, and it amplifies the sound of every heavy heartbeat, and the silence all around. I can feel the absence, like a cold and cutting breeze, a gentle, slow reminder that is bringing me to my knees. Yeah, the porcelain skin is the truest part of me, a delicate confession of the things I can't outrun or flee. I turn a pillow over, try to find a warmer spot, hoping for a comfort that the darkness simply forgot. I feel the simple pressure of the sheet upon my arm, a single sharp sensation that protects me from the harm. But the weakness is a quiet truth, one I have to hold so well, a fragile, painful beauty that the morning won't dare tell. It's the porcelain skin, and it amplifies the sound of every heavy heartbeat, and the silence all around. I can feel the absence, like a cold and cutting breeze, the gentle, slow reminder that is bringing me to my knees. Yeah, the porcelain skin is the truest part of me, a delicate confession of the things I can't outrun or flee. Yeah, I know the sun will come up and demand I'll be strong and bold, that I hide the fragile parts of the story left untold. But for this one final moment, I'll embrace the cold, soft glow, the perfect, simple knowledge of the things I need to know. I'll let the shadows linger, let the quiet be my accepting that the feeling is a moment that must mend. No, don't need a strong solution, don't need a final word, just a gentle cold reminder of the lesson I have learned, that the most honest moments are the ones that break the most. I let the feeling settle with the heavy, quiet goes. Oh, her porcelain skin, just let the cold run through. The perfect simple color of the lonely truth, yeah. The street lights are sleeping, the traffic is gone, just me and the man in the moon till the dawn. And he doesn't judge me, he doesn't ask why, he just hangs like a diamond in the velvet sky. And the moon tells a story
that I understand,
with the craters and shadows
all over his land,
that even in darkness
you still get to shine. A beautiful lesson
that's totally mine. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's seen all the lovers, he's seen all the wars, the opening of hearts and the closing of doors. He's the keeper of secrets, yeah, the keeper of time, and the witness to every conceivable crime.
And the moon tells a story that I understand, with the craters and shadows all over his land, that even in darkness you still get to shine. A beautiful lesson that's totally mine. Yeah. He pulls on the ocean and he pulls on my soul, a feeling that's ancient and makes me feel whole. And he asks for nothing, no praise and no fee, for the light that he's casting all over me. So I'll tell my troubles, I'll tell him my fears, my collection of moments, my collection of years, and he'll just keep listening, so patient and true, the way that I wish I could listen to you.
finally gone still. Surrender my logic and my own free will to a truth that was waiting, so patient and deep. A promise that I know I'm destined to keep. And there's a quiet resolve in my heart here tonight, a single lone candle that's burning so bright. The path is now chosen, the bridges are burned. A difficult lesson has finally been learned. The panic has faded, the fear is a ghost. The thing that I needed the most was not a right answer, but just a true choice. In my own quiet, confident, singular voice. And there's a quiet resolve in my heart here tonight, a single lone candle that's burning so bright. The path is now chosen, the bridges are burned. A difficult lesson has finally been learned. And tomorrow will come with its questions and pain, with the complicated and difficult pouring rain. But I'll have an umbrella, I'll have a new coat, a steady and patient and slow-moving boat. And it might be all wrong, and it might not be smart, but it's the honest confession of my own tired heart. And for the first time in ages, I feel I can breathe. And finally truly believe. And there's a quiet resolve in my heart here tonight, a single lone candle that's burning so bright. The path is now chosen, the bridges are burned. A difficult lesson has finally been learned. Is too quiet, my thoughts are too loud. Another another lost face in a lonely crowd. So I turn on the screen for a friendly escape, the story I know in its well-worn shape. And I'm watching a rerun of a movie I know in the comfortable safety of the screen's pale glow. 'Cause I know how it ends, and I know how it starts. The simple mechanics of all of the parts. I can say all the lines right before they are said, the ones that are living inside of my head. And the hero is brave, and the ending is sweet, on this quiet and empty and forgotten street. And I'm watching a rerun of a movie I know in the comfortable safety of the screen's pale glow. 'Cause I know how it ends, and I know how it starts. The simple mechanics of all of the parts. That I'm lazy, it's not that I'm bored. It's a quiet and simple and gentle reward for making it through another complicated day in my own complicated and difficult way. In a world that is always so brutally human, it's a comfort to know what the hero will do. There are no big surprises, no terrible cost, no feeling of being completely and utterly lost. And I'm watching a rerun of a movie I know in the comfortable safety of the screen's pale glow. 'Cause I know how it ends, and I know how it starts. The simple mechanics of all of the parts. dial slowly, just searching for your name. The air is thick with static, but the effort is the same. I need a small assurance that you're still on the air, a final soft connection that the darkness cannot tear. I close my eyes and focus on the humming of the void, hoping for the signal that the silence has deployed. It's the fading signal, and the sound is getting low. The simple quiet knowledge that I need you here to know. I'm leaning into silence, trying hard to hear your voice before the line completely cuts off all my lonely choice. Yeah, the fading signal, a whisper I can barely trace, a final fragile memory of our time in this soft space. I used to get you clearly, the frequency was true, the simple steady comfort of the things we always knew. But the transmission's weaker, the words begin to blur. I'm fighting the congestion, searching for a sign that's pure. I try to hold the picture of the light upon your face before the waves of distance wipe away the final trace. It's the fading signal, and the sound is getting low. The simple quiet knowledge that I need you here to know. I'm leaning into silence, trying hard to hear your voice before the line completely cuts off all my lonely choice. Yeah, the fading signal, the whisper I can barely trace, a final fragile memory of our time in this soft space. Oh, I know I should surrender, let the static finally win, and let the peaceful darkness of the lonely sleep begin. But the need to hear your comfort is a language I must find, the last soft frequency that can still connect my mind. I'll stay up all night waiting, a lonely satellite above, for the simple message of your final honest love. The signal fades, the music's gone, just static and silence. But the memory stays on.